welcome back to Hazardous Endeavors.
Woo!
All right.
We got this.
Yes, indeed. Digital and Dice's 5th edition actual play podcast, where we find our intrepid adventurers.
And DMs kill your friends more than once.
They have just brought low the animated remains of Zug Tug, their friend, their comrade. Shortly after, a mysterious interaction played out that Wilf Tradewind seems to have struck a deal. A glowing radiance is flowing from him, his eyes golden, a light glaring out from his mouth. As when he talks, it seems like small motes of light fly out. He seems to be overflowing with this radiant energy.
This is quite a feeling.
As Kavro Seldith flying there next to Jackson Shaw, glaring down, watches his creation fall at the hands of Lindo. Brings his attention back to Jackson. The brilliant blue and black flaming sword still in his hand. Looks at you. It will be for naught. You die here now. He swings back the sword, makes an attack against you. And that's a natural 20.
This ought to be interesting.
So, swings in. Let's see. That's 6, 7. That's 23 points of necrotic damage.
And I slowly start to fall.
No, you don't. Because his swing, he skewers you in through the stomach, the blade passing through your armor as if it wasn't there. Those of you below look up to see this blade splitting out from Jackson's back, the blue line of its blade cutting easily through him, and Kavro is holding him up in the air. Consciousness still holding on for that moment, because I believe, as a half-orc, you are at 1 hit point. As he brings you down, he's holding you there, glaring and staring at you in the eye. You are nothing before my power. Which brings us to Elliot.
Let go of my friend. Oh, flickering flames burn.
His hand shoots out. He snaps.
Counterspell.
And counterspells. Your spell fizzles in your hand as it was about to arc over the distance between you. Not this time. Anything else?
That's the last of my spells.
Okay. Wilf, you see Jackson with the sword through him. You see Kavro Seldith, after he counterspells Elliot, his hand starts to burn with that same blue fire, and it looks like he's about to jam it straight into Jackson's face.
No. No more. No more. And I channel this weird energy that is pulsing out of my eyes and mouth and throw it at Jackson, filling him with radiant energy, giving him...
In this one instance, I will actually have you roll triple what you are about to roll.
Oh, well,
as you are currently overflowing with your newfound energy.
Well, if I'm going to be all piped up on that, that sounds like...
you are hopped up on radiant goofballs, sir.
Yes, sir. That is going to be... Sorry, I'm mathing so good. 20. Yeah, 20.
20 points of healing to Jackson as you feel this warm energy, this very calming and familiar energy that is coming from Wilf, of all people, enter your body and charge you, filling you from within.
And I'm going to take some more of that energy, hit him where it hurts, Jackson, and throw a guiding bolt at Seldith.
All right, roll to hit.
I'm going to... that is a 17.
17. Absolutely. All right, so your bolt of radiant energy shoots out of your hands, and go ahead and roll me damage.
6 damage, but now the next attack on him has advantage.
Guiding bolt is 4d6, I believe.
Oh, 4d6. Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
First level spell, 4d6 radiant.
So another 6. Aha, 12 damage.
12 points of radiant. All right.
And he has certainly got this big glowy crosshair right on his skeleton stupid forehead.
Yes, he's now not only seems to have been hit by that radiant fire that is all over him, he's now outlined by it as well. Jackson, you were about to lose consciousness. This radiant energy fills you. Your grip on your sword grows tight, and it is your turn. And you have advantage on
I
your
have
attack.
advantage. And we will call that crit.
Very well done. All right, good timing.
Yes.
All right,
So,
you have any smites left?
my last level 2.
All right then, that is double. Go for it.
All right, so 2 of this. Let's see.
How's that math treating you?
16, 26, 31
Okay.
plus. Let's see, 31. Oof. 43. 59. Let's see, that is 63.
63. Okay.
Plus.
Good lord.
Let's see. 66. 71. 79.
Uh-huh.
87.
And?
Plus the additional D8 for being a half-orc.
God.
Because you crit,
Oh,
right?
and of course he rolls an 8.
So what's that put your total at, sir?
That would be 77.
77 points of radiant damage
To a lich.
To
in his stupid cross-haired
to
face.
Kavro Seldith's face. So how do you do this, sir?
With the fly spell, I take this, I charge off of his sword, which he's holding up, and swing down, bisecting him through the skull.
All right. With
Okay.
a cry that is immediately cut short by the slashing, flaming, brilliant sword that neatly cuts through his skull from top to bottom, splitting it open, spewing forth this black darkness throughout the room. As it goes out and seems to gather with that cloud at the top of the room, you hear that echoing laughter. Once again, you will never find that which binds me. You will never win. And the cloud dissipates slightly, swirling still. And I need a perception check from both Jackson and Elliot and Wilf.
Oh, yay. I have that. Well, I mean, I don't actually have
22.
22? Alright.
16.
6.
Okay. Elliot, you note that as the cloud dissipates, it goes to the opposite wall at like the last moment and seems to go through cracks in the wall and disappears. So it actually did go in a direction.
Let's follow that way. Go. We gotta move.
Come on. Get back up. Here.
We'll bury Zug Tug when we get done with this. He must be destroyed.
I slapped
This can't
Lindo with the second level cure
All right.
to give you back 8.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
Come on. We've got to go.
Right, Emma.
We've got to...
The doorway at the other end of this room seems to have crumbled during the fight, leaving the hallway open.
We are
running through
running.
the door.
All right.
Sprinting as fast as my little legs will take me.
You rush through. You enter that darkness again, although this time it seems to end much quicker than last time. As you rush into a room, 6 sides, fairly large, about 50 feet wide by about 60 feet long. At the other end, 20 feet wide itself, going all the way to the ceiling, nearly 50 feet high. You see a statue of a black armored figure that is kneeling down, one gauntleted hand holding out as if preferring something. And you can't quite see what it's holding in that hand as it's dominating the room with its presence, as directly in front of it, floating in front of the hand, you see a cloudy figure standing about 13 feet tall, black armored figure, although indistinct, mostly. The left leg seems to be a suit of plate mail, or at least a very elaborate suit of black iron plate. But only the left leg. The rest of the body is almost immaterial, a black, semi-transparent cloud with a core of darkness in the middle you can't make out. And it reaches out and grabs whatever it is being held by the statue. And it picks it up, and you see a black iron gauntlet of the same make of the leg. And it slowly puts its hand, the cloudy, immaterial hand, into the gauntlet, which, as it does so, the armor spreads out over the form, going down to the elbow, forming the elbow cup there.
Oh, no.
The bicep to the shoulder, where a large spiked black iron shoulder plate materializes over the cloud, and it reaches that hand out, clenches it into a fist, almost like it's testing it, rotates its shoulder. You hear the clanking of the metal, and it seems to stretch, holding both of its hands out, one now gauntleted and corporeal, the other still semi-translucent and smoky. And it turns, and you see the black cloud up above, churning, and you hear this weakened voice. Master, they come. I have failed. The figure looks up. This amorphous head you can just barely make out in the gloom. Nods. The hand that is now mailed makes a beckoning motion, just slightly, and you hear the cracking of stone to one side of the room. You hear this almost whistling sound as the small golden file breaks out from a hole in the wall. You actually see a doorway behind a false wall shatters as this flies across the room and is grasped into the metal hand. You hear the cloud above. I don't understand. So close. You can... And it crushes this file without any perceivable effort, just into glittering shards of golden dust. And as its hand opens and the dust falls to the ground, the cloud, in one last shriek, dissipates into nothing. You're all standing there at the entrance to the room. And the figure turns. You see the light from several green burning torches around the room, glistening off of runes etched in almost every inch of the armor. It turns to regard you, and you can, again, just barely make out what looks to be a form of something inside this cloud, inside the humanoid form that is armored in this black demigod plate. It regards you for a moment.
Ew. You are unwholesome.
Fuck that lich!
Not something to clap about. At least not to him.
The hand with the gauntleted fist held up clenches into a fist, and you all feel the ground tremble underneath you. The whole building seems to be shaking under the might that is being held here. All of you are starting to kind of lose your footing slightly. Go ahead and make me dexterity checks, please.
With +2?
Yes. Lindo?
25.
Okay. Elliot?
18.
All right.
13.
13? Okay.
22.
It's okay,
sorry,
Jackson.
The plus 2 20,
Remember,
20,
you hit hard.
23.
Yeah.
Jackson, you find yourself down to one knee during the shaking, although you don't fall prone. As it seems to regard you again, the massive, indistinct head cocked to one side. Nods slowly, almost as in understanding. With a casual flick of its wrist and hand opening, you hear the sound of tearing. Almost as if someone has torn thousands of books open at once, as reality itself rends open near it, leaving a scar in reality. It turns and floats through the hole. And after just a moment that it passes, it's gone, leaving you standing alone at the end of the Temple of Domination.
Not good.
We need...
That is probably the worst thing that could have happened.
I mean, let's not call everything a loss right there. We just saw Kavro Seldith's film activity get smooched.
Yes.
That means he's dead. We don't have to kill him anymore.
Which is a
Smushed.
wonderful thing.
Smooched.
I know, it's just,
But-
a big old black cloud of doom wearing armor is, smooched him, and I'm pretty sure that's his master, who might smooch us later.
Well, we're just gonna have to smooch him first.
You and your smooching!
That means that the people of Bane are beating us at the moment. They have 2 pieces of the armor. We have 1.
1. Yes.
What
Well-
are we here for?
We are here to find the heart of the blight. Well, we're here to kill
We were here to kill
Kavros. But if we're here at the heart of the blight, maybe we can break it.
I think it has left.
What? No. Like, let's look around, just make sure that there's nothing here that we can't really just futz up.
Could not have left because it obviously came here
I'm-
to find the thing.
Give me 10 minutes, I guess, and I'll detect magic.
During his 10 minutes, can I go back to where Zug Tug was?
You can.
How are we going to bury him?
With a lot of holy water and maybe some fire.
It's kind of like burying him. Does he have anything on him that I could Maybe take as a favor.
You note that amongst his possessions is a bent and twisted symbol of Palor.
I take it.
Okay.
I put it in my pouch.
Okay. All right.
Perform last rites over him.
Okay.
He may have been twisted by the darkness, but he will rest in Palor's light.
Okay. You go through the proper rituals and making sure that you're able to take care of everything you need to, even here. Preferably you would bring his body out, but given the circumstances, sending his body to Palor another way is suitable enough.
Yes.
I guess I'll try to root out if there's anything to find to disrupt the blight through Arcana.
Go ahead and roll me Arcana.
Casting Detect Magic through a ritual spell.
All right. You are able to cast Detect Magic, and as you start looking around, you note that at the center where this statue is, you're starting to think this is what's holding everything together. Because the weave of magic that is holding this entire temple together seems to was coming from the artifact that is now gone. That shaking that happened before, you're starting to think that's not going to be the first. And as you start looking around, you start feeling it again, these little after tremors.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We gotta leave.
We've got to go.
We have to go, and we have to go now.
You also note that there was the side door where the phylactery appeared from.
Guys, get back here. We think the building's coming down, and
We're in it. We need to get out now.
Can't leave until we set Zug Tug on fire. If he goes back into the Icker, he can come back.
I am truly sorry I'm about to do this.
Wait. I pull out a bottle of booze, uncork it, pour it out on our buddy, help out a little accelerant, give a little respect.
I love you, Zug Tug. You were the
Firebolt.
best.
All right.
And now you're on fire.
Firebolt hits, ignites the alcohol, catches the body. Last rites have been performed. Another shake.
We gotta go. This way.
We shall go. Yes.
Go the way of the phylactery?
Yes. I don't know why, but it seems like the best option for us right now.
Okay.
All right, then we skiddiflee.
So you make your way in there, and as the building shakes again, you run down a hallway only about 15 feet long into a room that is made up of shelves. And on the shelves are small piles of books, some bags, small chest. In the center was a small plinth, and on top of it a red velvet cushion that contains nothing. But that's it.
I grab one of the bags,
Some scrolls on one side as well. You see.
scoop a whole bunch of the books, not really paying attention to what into it.
10 minutes of Detect Magic.
Still good.
Yeah. None of the things.
Oh yes, half the things in this room or more are glowing
Anything
magic.
with the teleportation type magic.
Well, I believe that's conjuration, isn't it?
I don't remember.
Off the top of my head. Well, there are some scrolls that seem to be very similar to that. Yeah.
I grabbed the chest.
Okay, it's a small chest. Yeah, you're able to grab that easily.
Not that one.
Go. Yeah, okay.
I'm looking at the ones that are conjuration.
Mage handed things down.
Trying to see if I can find one that's some form of teleportation.
Okay.
Like teleportation circle, straight up teleportation. Yeah.
An
Please,
amulet.
Please save our bacon, spell MacGuffin, etc., etc.
Okay.
A portal.
So, you open one of the scrolls, and you... It seems... Well, honestly, it seems above your class level, as it were. You're looking at it, you're pretty sure you're making out what looks to be a spell that should get you out of here. Do you attempt it?
I attempt it.
Okay.
Let's do this, crazy pots.
I'm guessing I have to roll a knowledge arc. It's actually d20 plus my spell modification?
I believe so.
Okay.
That's what we're going to call it for this one. We'll just go ahead and say you are attempting to cast a spell higher level than you.
And I want you to know that you have inspiration because I trust you.
Thank goodness.
So you get your bardic inspiration.
That's a D8.
Oh, I think I can cast anything. 23.
23.
16, 4, and 3.
Very helpful.
Boys.
Okay. Yeah. So you pour through the scroll as the building shakes again. Everything. You see mortar starting to fall from the ceiling a bit, dust coming down. You hear the grinding and wrenching sound of metal from further back where the statue was. As you get to the end of the scroll and you nod and you're pretty sure you have the grasp of it, and you hold an image in your head, a place that you want to be. Where is that place?
That place is the bathhouse in the inn of the city of Kalendar. Or Kalendor.
Callan Hall?
Callan Hall. Yeah, that one.
All right. So you hold that image in your head. Mm-hmm. You cast the spell as the shaking of the building around you.
I don't like this.
And as the spell coalesces, all of you feel this pulling sensation as if someone has grabbed you from the inside of your stomach and yanked you forward by it. As everything around you seems to spin into nothingness for a brief moment as you hear the sound of crashing stone and wrenching metal, all that suddenly is gone, replaced by this rushing sound. And then this moment of freefall. And then water. Splash. Clanging as some of you hit the outsides and the walls of said wooden tub. The crashing and breaking of wood that occurs when 4 people attempt to fall into one large wooden tub. The splashing and wave of water that occurs when said tub ruptures and spills all over the ground. And then the heaving of breath and gasping.
Why here?
It was the first thing I thought of.
Bath? You thought I want the bath?
Yes. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm almost willing to get in water at the moment.
Oh, we made it?
We made it.
What did you grab? Did you grab most of the things?
Well, I put everything I could reach in this bag. I open the bag, pull out first thing I find.
You see there seems to be a cap, or like a hat of some kind. You're unsure of what it does, but it looks to have maybe almost like a coral pattern around the brim.
You know, Mr. Wilf, I think what we found can happen tomorrow. I am done.
What? I'm actually feeling really good.
Okay, really good. Well, let's go because we need to go talk to Bane.
Who?
Bill.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know, I'm really confused recently.
We should go talk to Bale. Did we just witness the end of the Rotting Hills?
You know, we really need to send a message.
One can only hope.
That would be something pretty impressive. Come on. I'm feeling really good.
I'm glad you are.
Yes, you can go talk to Mr. Bale.
I'm
going to bed. I seem to be needing a hand.
Ha ha.
As
That's
he waves
only.
his stump back and forth.
Oh.
Maybe you should go see like a healer, like an actual healer.
If you want to carry me, Mr.
As Elliot just after the adrenaline exits his system, and he just passes out.
You know,
I sigh and I pick up Elliot.
I agree with that sentiment.
I could have.
Not gonna pass out here, but I agree with it.
I am going to take Elliot in silence out of the door.
All right, as Lindo makes his way out into the town to bring Elliot to a healer, as Wilf stretches and feels his body energized with a strange energy that he doesn't quite recognize, although seems completely normal at this point. As Jackson does something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something.
Something.
Jackson
He's gonna find a cot and he's gonna take a nap.
You
And
can probably
as-
find a bed. You're in an inn.
Yep.
Yes.
That too.
Well, as Jackson goes to find a bed and take a nap, that, dear Digidicers, is where we are going to leave Hazardous Endeavors Season 1.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. I will speak for myself here when I say thank you for joining us for the first season of our, first adventure with these wonderful heroes.
Hello.
It's been a real trip, kids. I'm glad you were around for the ride.
I will
Yeah.
also speak for the mark and say thank you. I appreciate everybody listening to my sweet and supple voice.
I think the words you're looking for are dulcet tones.
A what?
Dulcet tones. It means he's got a soothing sort of voice.
I wasn't talking about him.
Oh, well, I mean, you also were listening to the wonderful voices of Lindo, Espina, the beautiful Thorn, and,
Yes.
you know,
I know,
Wilf Tradewind.
Wilf
I
Tradewind,
guess
yes.
he's pretty
Jackson.
cool. Jackson, yes.
Yes, thank you all for tuning in. This was, I do believe this was fun for all of us. Yes.
It
And
is.
especially everybody, give
Yeah.
Wizard James a hand.
Wait. You know what it sounds like when Elliot claps now?
Nice. As your GM, Mark, I would like to extend a thank you out to my players, the Lady Crass,
Hello.
voiceover guy Brian,
Thanks. It's been fun.
sound guy Steven.
Yes, this was a lot more fun than I was expecting.
Oh, good. And Wizard James.
Yeah, I can't wait to do more in the next season.
Absolutely, which brings us to our next point, of course. We are going to be taking a bit of a break between the release of this episode and the start of Hazardous Endeavors Season 2.
Season 2.
As you may figure out, there are plenty more adventures to come with this particular group of friends and adventurers.
What's gonna happen with Bane? Where's all the armor? Who was that dude? So many questions.
What's the
Right.
secret behind Wilf's new lease on life?
How does Lindo keep his hair so good?
Right. All these
Who's
questions
the
and more.
King of Kellendor.
Who's the king of Kellador?
Kellenhall.
Kellenhall.
Kellandor Hall.
One of these days, you'll remember the damn town name.
Maybe.
He's not from here.
After it's been raised
Again.
again.
Right.
That's after we actually get our stats staff on it, which is going to happen.
Sure, yeah.
Is the blight gone?
These questions and more may be answered in the next season, where we're going to be spreading out, moving into different lands, finding the answers to some of these questions, and finding more questions themselves.
No more questions.
We're going to find more questions than we're going to find answers. You know we're going to find more questions than we find answers.
Also, let's have a moment of silence for Zug Tug.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ready?
That was hurt.
Okay, that's enough.
No, you are banished from that.
And then
You're never allowed to use that voice ever again. Go away.
We burned that corpse.
And then, of course, we must have a moment of silence for Zug Tug.
What, did we just have this one?
Well, you killed him
He died
again.
You all suck.
So, as of the release of Hazardous Endeavors Season 2, we're going to be changing things up a bit. Please be on the lookout at the beginning of January, as we will be starting up our brand new campaign, continuing on with these characters as they go off on their next adventure with a little bit of a twist.
Oh?
Instead of the podcast format you are accustomed to now, we will be changing to a new format. We will be streaming live Hazardous Endeavors every Monday evening, Pacific Standard Time.
Wait, what?
Yes, indeed.
What a twist!
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
You
Why
mean with
not?
our faces?
Yeah. We're going to have cameras, we're going to have a layout, we're going to have not necessarily audience interaction, but you will definitely be available there to chat with us and chat with each other as the game goes.
Chat
Chat at us,
Lady
We aren't
Crass is
gonna
going to
look
have
at
to help me
anything.
with my makeup.
What? No, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna put like I don't know, like a blood smear on your forehead. That should be fine.
And we will, of course, be releasing the hour-and-a-half streams as 2 45-minute podcast episodes that will be released later in the week that it is streamed, so that those of you who have been enjoying our short-format episodes will continue to have access to them, just twice as much content as you did before. So, hopefully this is going to be something that everyone will enjoy. We really are excited to start up our new season. So,
Yay!
hopefully this is something, this is an adventure you'd like to come with us on.
Yep, and stay tuned. We're probably going to do a few things in between the breaks, aren't we?
Yes, absolutely. There will be some streams, there'll be some other things. Keep an eye out. Hit us up on the Discord, the Twitter, the YouTube, the website, pretty much anywhere you find us.
And see you 3 months from now.
No, well, okay, I mean, maybe I'd say 3 months from the date of recording, not necessarily from the date of release.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're from the past.
Yes, we
Yes.
are.
We
You're from the past, speaking to the future.
I think it's about 2.5 months. I think it's about 2.5 months.
Possibly, depending on release
Yeah.
schedule. Either way, please look for the next season of Hazardous Endeavors to start in January 2019. And until then, dear Digidicers, thank you from all of us here at Digital and Dice. And until then,
Game on, Internets!